Spencer, Pablo, how the heck are you?
I'm good. I am going to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Very, very good. While he does that,
Yes.
I'll introduce myself, Scott Davenport.
Spencer Pablo, like he said.
Yeah, he's still Spencer, hasn't changed.
Yeah. You know,
Excellent.
one day I'm going to be able to say Scott Davenport before you do. Today's not that day.
Not today,
No.
Satan.
No. Yeah.
So yeah, photographers in cars, newest episode yet.
This is a steamy car.
Yeah, it
on
is
a
warm.
fairly steamy day, but we're trying to do our best to improve the audio.
So we're keeping the windows up. No Imperial Beach background noise for you this time
Correct.
around. And we are on Fiesta Island, which Siri kept telling me was Firsta. And then it told me it was Fester Island.
What Siri needs to do is, because obviously there's a person listening to you on Siri, as recent news have unearthed. They just need to live correct it. I'm sorry, Scott Davenport. Siri means Fiesta Island. That's what needs to happen.
See, I would actually want to be the person listening and then double down and keep making it worse until you can get a reaction out of the person.
Oh, man. So hopefully we can improve the audio, but I don't know, because it is very steamy in here. I might just give up and open this window.
Well, we'll figure that out. But for the dozen or so of you that are with us right now,
I'm bringing the window
we
down.
know you're the hardcore fans.
Thank you.
You appreciate that. We appreciate that you're going to just bear with us on this one.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you had a topic.
I did, and it's because it's it's a steamy summer. Summer, the kids are out of school. When that happens, you're free to roam the country and do vacation, or in your case, free to roam the Earth,
the planet.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and I know I just came back from one, and in a few weeks we're also going on another vacation.
Nice.
But you and I both being photographers, we have to scratch that itch of needing to take pictures while we're out. How on earth can we do this?
Well, it's funny you should ask. So that's the topic, is like, how do you work photography into what's a non-photography trip? And, as we just started this, you said, okay, family vacations, perfect for summer. But this could be the same thing if you're a business traveler and you're going somewhere and you're mainly going for meetings or so forth.
Yes.
And, well, hey, I want to try to work something in because, you're going to go to a cool place. Maybe you're not going to get back there for a long time. Or you're going back somewhere more and more and more, but it's not specifically for photography. So how do you work stuff in? So, I know I've talked about this topic on like my personal YouTube channel. It was a while ago, a couple of years. So I'll start with one of the things, which is for me. I'll use the example. We're going to actually, probably as this airs, I'll be back. We're going to Iceland. Never been. Obviously, there is just a huge laundry list of things that I would love to go. I'm going to go photograph these at golden hour, which is for 9 hours in August.
That is nice.
But
that's a nice luxury to have.
I am not going to have the ability to do all of those. So I negotiate with the family up front. I pick 3. So there's 3 spots. We're going to these places at these times of day. And this is going to be we're going to work it in as part of the vacation. Now, in this particular case, the fundamental thing of the vacation is go see all these cool, interesting, wonderful, natural things.
Yeah.
So that lends itself to it. But
that's
I'm going to pick these 3 things. These are really important to me. And it's no different than I want to also see this museum, or we want to eat at this restaurant. It's all the things you would normally plan for in a vacation. Just build it into the itinerary.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's one idea.
What does your family do during that time?
Well, it would depend on what it is.
Okay.
In this case, for Iceland, one of the things I want to go see is a 3-hour drive. They're coming with me.
Oh, okay.
And we're just making a road trip out of it. And they'll enjoy seeing it. Now, I'm not going to spend, 3 hours photographing this thing. I might spend 20 to 30 minutes to get my composition.
Good for you.
I'll get the light when I get the light. And they'll figure out something else to do to entertain themselves. If it's a different situation, some past trips where the family's not interested in going out or photographing something, I'll either get up really early in the morning before anyone else gets up. They're on vacation. They don't want to get up. I'll get up. I'll go out and do my thing.
Japan. You did that in Japan.
I've done it in Japan. I've done it in Italy.
Yeah.
I've done it in Spain. I've done it in Portugal. I've done it basically everywhere we've ever gone on a family holiday.
Okay.
Did it the Grand Canyon. We were staying an hour and a half away from the Grand Canyon. 2 a.m. in the car.
Yeah.
Drive in. Did my sunrise. Went back. Picked up the family because we were going to Vegas the next day.
Jeez, man, that's a long trip just to go execute that shot.
It is. However, that was 4 years, maybe 3 years ago. I've not been back to the Grand Canyon since. I'm sure that one I'll probably see again, but I might not ever be back in, I don't know, pick a city. Rome, Chicago.
Yeah.
Pick one. I may never be that.
The 3-hour round trip is worth it.
Exactly, yeah. And, whether or not I come away with the great shot, if I don't try, that's the only guarantee I'll leave with nothing.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, those days, I don't do that every day because, I'm on vacation too. And it's not if it's a photo trip, I'll take a nap in the afternoon. But if it's a family vacation, I take the hit.
Okay, so my suggestion was going to be fit it in when everyone else is in downtime. So when they're, just like you said, usually we like to photograph at the bookends of the day, right? So either sunrise or sunset. So that was going to be mine. Unfortunately, sunset where you look
outdoors.
So usually at sunset we're probably eating dinner somewhere, but I have a luxury. Everyone in my family likes taking pictures.
That part's cool.
It is. It is really neat. So since my daughter was young, we've kind of groomed her to be an accessory to photography. You know what I mean? So
you don't mean like a lens cap. You mean like an accessory to crime kind of accessory term?
Well, sort of like, hey, sweetheart, can you go get this particular lens for my camera bag? Sure. Right.
Oh, I see.
No, okay. but also at the same time, there's your camera. Let's go take pictures of something. She actually, she came back from the Grand Canyon. She went with the grandparents and she took some pictures and she was really, really proud of them. And so she showed it to me. I'm going to share it with you guys. I mean, these are photos that my daughter took. She's been taking photos since she was 3.
Yeah.
So my wife and I have always liked taking pictures. We would go, a lot of times our vacations are planned on, can we fly a drone there? Or, how good's the art scene? Just kind of stuff like that. But like I said, I have the luxury. Every member of my family likes taking pictures, but sometimes they just don't have the motivation that I do. Like I will want to stay at a place, and I remember this, Mount Hood. I wanted to stay at the base for 4 hours because I was waiting out the clouds. I don't think, because we're there for vacation, I don't think that would be something that my daughter would warm up to.
Well, that's where the balance. That's where the balance comes in. This is not a photo trip. This
correct.
Is the purpose of the trip is something else.
Yeah.
So you mentioned about like especially like sunset. Often that's the same time that you'd be going out for dinner. So something that I'll do is we'll seek out I pick a city, but usually like we're going to cities where they have some sort of, it's usually nice weather. So you're outdoor, seating or so forth, or if it's a European city, you're out on the street itself. Ask for a seat kind of near the edges there. If you're open up in the squares or so forth, at the very least that the lighting becomes nice.
Yeah.
And while you're in the middle of dinner, I mean, like platypod or some little thing, you don't even need it. You can just be handheld and just taking a few photos here and there.
Yeah.
Or if you're at a place that is up against a lake or whatnot, just ask for a table near the edge of the scene, and you can kind of almost get set up next to your table.
That's a great idea.
And get your shots that way. But other downtime would be if you're doing mid-afternoon. Sometimes like our vacations, we would tend to there'd be like a morning sweep and an afternoon sweep. People like to come back and kind of just relax.
Sure.
And during that time, you go out for 30 minutes, wander around wherever you are.
Okay.
And take photos. Yeah.
Have you ever had dinner with your family, and right next to your dinner table is the tripod?
Not the tripod, not the full-on whole thing there. At best, I would set something up on the table.
I challenge you to have that particular situation.
We'll see. Yeah. I don't think it'll be an issue on this coming trip. Yeah.
No. No. Okay, well,
Yeah.
so that's interesting. I never really thought about sitting in an area that is nice, because usually when we're out on vacation and we want to go to some place to go eat, we're usually I have to adjust, and I have to be like, okay, what places are great in this particular location? I don't pick a restaurant based on if it's also photogenic. I pick it because I want to feed myself great, delicious food.
Fair enough. Yep.
So now I want to see if I can kind of pick a restaurant that still has a wonderful view.
Well, it would just depend on what it is, and I mean, if it's what's more important at that moment. If
Sure.
it's about the food, then go for the food.
Yeah.
But other places where it's been either a marina or a harbor. I'm usually somewhere near a body of water, so it'd be can I get a table outside near the the dock or the harbor or the whatever, and it's usually got good food. And you can get a photo out of it. I'm trying to think too. I mentioned like the whole business travel thing too. Like it's because I'll do the same thing if I ever had to travel for work. I'll try to find an area where I can get up and go grab some photos before the work day, and that doesn't cost anybody anything, right? It's not like you can as long as you can get up and early and be functional.
Yeah, so for me, my work travel actually is less. It's less flexible than if I were to go on a family vacation, because I can plant the seed to my family. Hey, why don't we go here? So we can go take pictures and enjoy the food and have vacation.
Yeah.
With work, a lot of times the hotels I stay at are because the meetings I'm at are with them, and after our day of meetings, we have social hour at a hotel. We'll drink some margaritas or something like that, and then we go on to have additional meetings until 9 at night. Oh,
yep. So that's where I usually turn towards sunrise.
Yeah,
because people will say, all right, we'll see you at 9 a.m. for the meetings or whatever. I've been known to go to the Bay Area, for example. And if anyone's ever been there, the whole corridor of 101 is just a nightmare. But you're staying somewhere in the middle of that. I've been known to get up early enough to get out to San Francisco.
Yeah.
What is it? I think it was called not 4 Mile Beach. That's somewhere else. Anyway, one of these beaches where you have the Golden Gate to the east. So you're actually facing back.
Oh my God.
Take that photo. I've done that. Sunrise at it was 6 a.m, but I'm back to where I need to be.
Nice. You can tell you're a seasoned photographer because you can go without sleep for a long time.
Well, it's part of it is you get used to getting up early.
Yeah.
And then part of it is when 9 o'clock rolls around, you go to bed.
Yeah.
You're tired. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how you do that. Wow. Yeah. Hey, it looks like some of our clouds are kind of coming in and looking pretty. We've been having some pretty nice.
It's been a little humid, so it's been throwing a lot more clouds up in the sky than typical here in San Diego.
Yeah, I don't know how good you can pick up. I don't know how good these cameras can pick up perspiration, but man,
we kind of have like a little bit of a glaze going on. It's getting kind of steamy in the car.
Yeah.
So let's get some air.
Let's do that. Yeah. So if you guys have other questions or suggestions on what you do to balance vacations and work life and photography on a trip, let us know, or you can Google it.
Look at that.
But no, do let us know. Chime in on the comments. We love you guys.
Yep. See you next time.
Bye.